Hey guys, I have some thoughts about good shots and bad shots and court decision making. So if you're like a point guard or you're just a gamer and you want to improve your ability to make the right decisions and win more that way, this is definitely for you. For me personally, I think that my strength as a basketball player comes from my strength as a gamer. I have those guys who have better handles, a better pull-up shot, and they're faster and they're stronger and they're bigger. But I think that the advantage that I have and that I present is really in making the correct decisions, and that way I can be a high efficiency player at even a high level, as I'm going to be taking high efficiency shots and making high efficiency decisions and knowing how to communicate with my teammates and emotionally connecting with my teammates and knowing how they're feeling, why they're feeling, where to get them the ball at the right time, when to get them the ball at the right time, when to advance, when to with a pass, when to not advance with a pass, when to shoot an open three, when to not shoot an open three, when to shoot a contested floater, and when not to shoot a contested floater. So the play in particular that's coming to my mind is from tonight. I played an officiated game and I shot, I think, 5 floaters, and I think I made 2 of them, which is maybe what I would expect. 2 for 5, it's not really a great percentage. So is a floater not a good shot to take? And when people say in general floaters are not high percentage shots, they're not low percentage shots, but does that mean it's not a good shot to take? Like, it's not a set shot, it's only worth 2 points. You're near the rim, obviously you'd rather get a dunk or a layup or whatever, so what's the deal with the floater? So I think a lot of what the floater is because on my 2 for 5, the 3 I missed, I think all 3 of those resulted in an offensive rebound, right? So I think a floater is the type of shot that is maybe not the highest percentage shot, but is a shot that you take when you have good rebounding position. For example, this is how the floater often happens, in my mind, and how I see it happen or whatever. The ball handler gets into the paint or near the rim on the baseline, right? That's us, right? You, me. So we're in the paint. We got by our first guy, however, we blew by them. There was a defensive breakdown, we had a pick and roll, and now we have a little mini 2-on-1 near the basket. I'm not coming in full speed, but I'm coming towards the basket. And a big, long defender has stepped up and is taking a step out. So I can't try to go over. It's a big, and they would get a charge or whatever. But I'd like to be able to score. Now it's a 2-on-1, but we're in close proximity. I have my big, who's somewhat open. I could hit them with the bounce. But the issue is then the defender can just turn and put their hands up or whatever. Like, maybe I can throw a lob, but if they don't have the physical tools to do that, what do you do in this situation? So in this situation, I shoot a floater, airing towards missing on the side of the rebounder. For example, if I'm floating it around the right side of the basket, a lot of the times that situation will develop where the defender will take a step out and I could try to make that pass, or I could just shoot a floater up knowing that if I miss this long, which is a common way to miss, the big is going to get a free bucket immediately. So it might be a 40% shot, but it might result in a basket 60% of the time or whatever. So that's an example of a good shot that is a good shot because represents, or it can result in an O board easily. Similarly, there's times where you have an open 3 and it's not necessarily a good situation to take it, right? Say that, for example, I'm the lead man on the wing and I get passed the ball up to me and I have 6 feet of space, but it's a 1-on-3, there's a guy who's about to close out and there's 2 guys in the paint. If I have a wide open 3 here, I could shoot it and it might be a good decision, but I think that not shooting it and waiting for the 4 guys to come up and running a play where we can get a shot where it's a high percentage shot with a good chance of an O board as well. So in that situation, me personally, all the times I would just hold and wait. right? It's a wide open three. Shoot it. We'll get this shot, but we'll get it with rebounds, right? So, those are my thoughts on good shot is not just a high percentage shot, but an easily reboundable shot. And I don't know if there's a statistic like that, like, you know, shots where you can miss, you know, where missing long is as good as making it, right? You know, where like a lot of the times in a pick and roll, you could hit the roll man, or you could shoot a little scoop or floater or whatever, and they have awesome position to box out and get the putback anyways. So those are some thoughts. Hope that helps you. If you find this interesting or think there's something that I should add or missed or whatever, you have any comments, get at me and I'll get back to you. But this is all about shot selection, taking good shots, which we got to do.